Dr. Jill Stein, Green Party candidate, one of 5 seeking the Green Party nomination for President of the United States. You've just finished the Green Party debate, presidential primary debate here at RTTV. Your thoughts?
This was wonderful. This was like a therapeutic antidote to the attack madness that we see going on in the Democratic and Republican parties, which seems to be madness without a method. Candidates who, at this point, the leading candidates who are flip-flopping their positions all over the place. Donald Trump, who is the candidate of hate, and Hillary Clinton, who seems to be the candidate of fear, fear of Donald Trump, which is her main, I think, strategy for bringing in voters at this point. But it's really important to remember that Hillary Clinton and Clintonism is what laid the groundwork for the support for Donald Trump. It was the shock of the deregulation of Wall Street that allowed the Wall Street crash, and then the offshoring of our jobs through the free trade agreements that were brought to us courtesy of Bill Clinton. Not that Hillary is Bill, but they've really been partners in the vision of the Democratic Party's neoliberal agenda.
Dr. Stein, may I ask
Hillary Clinton is not the solution to Donald Trump.
Right.
Let me just put it that way.
May I ask you to focus on and talk about the positive Dr. Jill Stein Green Party solutions?
There are so many of them. We have the solutions to what ails us. We need a Green New Deal to create 20 million jobs, like the New Deal that got us out of the Great Depression. We can get out of this economic emergency and at the same time solve the climate crisis by creating these jobs in clean renewable energy, healthy and sustainable organic food production, and in public transportation. This will revive the economy, turn the tide on climate change, and make the friggin' wars for oil obsolete. We need to bail out our young people, bail out the students. We bailed out the crooks on Wall Street, so how about we bail out the young people who are the victims of that waste, fraud, and abuse? Let's cancel the student debt. We can do it through a quantitative easing. It actually doesn't cost taxpayers a dime, and it is a stimulus package of our dreams to bring back this generation that's been sort of held hostage by debt into the productivity and the re-envisioning of our economy. We can provide education and health care as human rights, including free public higher education and an improved Medicare for all health care system that covers everybody at the same cost, and a welcoming path to citizenship, end the police violence, mass incarceration, and the racist war on drugs. And finally, we can create a foreign policy based on international law and human rights and diplomacy, not on massive economic and military domination, which has been such a disaster as a foreign policy. So we can have an America and a world that works for all of us. The political house of cards is coming down before our very eyes. This is a wonderful time for us to reboot and to actually create a politics of, by, and for the people, get the big money out. The Green Party is there. We're the only national party that is not poisoned by corporate money. We have the game plan to go forward. We got the visions, we got the solutions, and we actually have the numbers, because 43 million young people in debt is actually a winning plurality of the vote in a three-way race. So if you know young people out in debt out there, just get the word out to come out and vote to cancel your debt. And in doing so, millennials and the rest of us can take over this election on behalf of democracy, justice, peace, and sustainability. We can cancel debt and bring along the whole agenda for justice and create an America and a world that indeed works for all of us.
Dr. Jill Stein, one final point. Where
Yeah.
do people need to go if they want to help you and the Green Party with ballot access?
Great. Thank you so much for raising that, Carrie, and thank you for all the great work that you have been doing for such a long time to build the party and the infrastructure and vision and all that. And thanks for raising this point. Go to jill2016.com or to Dr. Jill Stein, that's DR with no period, all one word, for our social media, for Twitter and for Facebook, and join us. We are on the ballot for the majority of voters at this point, but we want to be on the ballot for everybody. and in all states. And if you go to our website and sign up as a volunteer or just sign up for the newsletter, you'll hear about where our ballot drives are going on and where we need your help. In Virginia, in Illinois and Pennsylvania, those are kind of the three big ones we've got going. We expect to get on, but the more hands we have working on it, the better. We're not a big corporate-powered machine. We are of, by, and for the people. Let's make sure that our voices for a peaceful, just, green future are on the ballot, and we make it happen. Together we are unstoppable. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Jill Stein, Green Party.